the fakeness. If you want, I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past.
Counsel, I've received a note from the jury. I'm just going to read the note to you. Judge, we have a hung jury, and it's signed by the foreperson there. It's my intention at this point to bring the jury in, ask the foreperson about that, and see what the reaction is. I'm going to reread the instruction on their duty to reach a verdict and how they do that concluding instruction there, and then let them deliberate further at this time. Any thoughts, Mr. Goodman? No, Your Honor. Okay. Any thoughts, Mr. Taylor?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. When they come in, would you ask the foreperson to bring the instructions back?
All rise.
Thank you. Okay, let's be seated. Good morning to all of you, by the way. It's the first time I've seen most of you today. Is everybody feeling all right this morning? I mean, I just want to make sure. I have the note from the foreperson, And I understand that you all do not yet have an agreement in the matter. I want to tell you a couple of things. First, day before yesterday, when I gave you the concluding charges, or the lengthy jury instructions, we call them charges sometimes. When I gave you the lengthy instructions, it's like drinking out of a fire hose. It's a whole lot of information, 35, 40 minutes worth of reading there. And it's not uncommon for a jury to come back and say, we don't understand this concept, or we don't understand how we get where we're going there. And I want to remind you that the instructions require you to sequentially consider the charges, starting with the most serious charge, and those are listed on the verdict form in sequential order, okay? You deliberate, you take a vote, okay? If you don't think that's the one, then you move to the next one down, okay? And you do that until you either reach a verdict or you've decided that you're deadlocked, okay? And the one on which you're deadlocked, then you let me know, okay? So that's the method that we use there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reread one of the instructions, and I'm going to ask you to go back, give it a try. Okay? That's what I want you to do. The verdict must represent the considered judgment of each juror. In order to return a verdict, it is necessary that each juror agree thereto. Your verdict must be unanimous. It is your duty as jurors to consult with one another and to deliberate with a view to reaching an agreement, if you can do so without violence to individual judgment. Each of you must decide the case for yourself, but do so only after an impartial consideration of the evidence with your fellow jurors. In the course of your deliberations, do not hesitate to re-examine your own views and change your opinion if convinced it is erroneous, but do not surrender your honest conviction as to the weight or effect of the evidence solely because of the opinion of your fellow jurors or for the mere purpose of returning a verdict. You can have no prejudice or sympathy or allow anything but the law and the evidence to have any influence upon your verdict. You must render your verdict with absolute fairness and impartiality as you think justice and truth dictate. What I'm going to do is hand the jury instructions back to the foreperson and ask that you all go back in view of the comments I've made and this particular instruction as well. And I'm not emphasizing one instruction over any other. The law, as I told you in these instructions, no one instruction is more important than the others. They're to be read and followed in harmony with each other. But in view of the comments and the instructions, go back and deliberate further for me. All right?
All right.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that.
And this is big pardon?
I think
remaining text messages that were entered into evidence.
Under which exhibit? 3?
No, that was 34. All
34?
34.
Got you, okay. Then we're going to staple these together. What I've done is said excerpt from Exhibit 34, parentheses, remaining text messages entered into evidence, close parentheses. I'm going to staple these pages together. So I have two things. All right, we ready to bring the jury in?
Yes, Your Honor.
When they're ready, we're ready.
Yes.
You don't leave that movie? You don't leave that movie?
No,
All rise.
I did it. We'll need the door closed quickly. Not immediately, but as soon as they get in. You changed sheets on me. Let's be seated. I know you're messing with me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the question. And I want to go. I'm going to tell you what it is so that we're all on the same page. That question: would like to see all text messages from Karen's cell phone. And then the second sentence was anything to show the Voyager cell phone message at 9:55 a.m. Yesterday, when you asked to look at Exhibit 3, my response was there's a lot of data on there, and the response was that you wanted to see text files for Karen Swift and David Swift conversations. So that's why you got what you got then. So what I have for you are additional excerpts from Exhibit 34, which are the remaining text messages which were entered into evidence during the course of the trial there. And for the second part of your question, there is an excerpt from Exhibit 34, and that's what was in, but also what was entered into evidence there. So I'm going to let you have these documents there, which seems to be everything responsive to your question. Okay? And with that, we'll let you all head on back into the jury room. Thank you.
All rise.
All right, we'll be in recess. Do you need something?
Judge, next time you bring Mr. Swift in,
Sorry, I'll wait next time. My bad.
if they had said something, I was going to say that he's in the restroom.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're
Cannot remain silent when the jury comes in. Now's your opportunity to leave the courtroom. I'll be glad for you to do that. Any reaction expressed out loud is you'll be immediately escorted from the courtroom and may be subject to being held in contempt of this court. Ready to go, ready for the jury? All right, I'll show you whenever you're ready, if they're ready.
All rise.
All right, let's have a seat. Good afternoon to you all. Madam Foreperson, has the jury reached a verdict in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Do you feel like that it is likely that the jury on continued deliberations will reach a verdict?
No, sir.
Let me ask you this. Has the jury considered the highest level of the offense?
Yes, sir.
Is there a disagreement as to the highest level of offense?
Yes.
That's where your disagreement falls?
No, I'm sorry. It is not. That is not the case for the highest offense.
Okay. Does the jury agree on the highest level of offense, that the defendant is either guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
What is the verdict in that?
Not guilty.
Okay. So the jury has found the defendant not guilty of first-degree murder?
Yes.
Okay. May I borrow the charge book for a minute so I can look at the verdict form? If you need it back to look at it, just tell me. Has the jury considered the second level of the offense attempted first-degree premeditated murder?
We did consider that.
Is there an agreement that the defendant is not guilty as to that offense?
Yes, sir, there is an agreement.
Has the jury considered the level of offense second-degree murder?
Yes, sir.
Is there an agreement that the defendant is not guilty as to second-degree murder?
Not guilty.
I have not asked you specifically, but are all of these agreements unanimous as to these levels of charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We have one shaking his head.
Beg your pardon?
We have one shaking his head.
I'm sorry. My question, and I'll come back in. My question was, is it unanimous that the defendant is not guilty of second-degree murder? And I'm going, since there was it's my question. Is there an agreement on that level of charge?
Agreement with who?
Not.
Oh, I'd say not guilty on that.
Sir, ma'am? Not guilty as to second-degree murder. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. That cleared that up, General? Has the jury considered the next level of charge, attempted second-degree murder?
Yes, sir.
Do you all find the defendant not guilty of attempted second-degree murder?
Yes, sir.
Each of you? Ma'am? Okay, I'm looking at you because I want to see, and if you disagree, just let me know, okay? Now, let's go back. We did not do this as a first-degree murder charge that I'm told you found him not guilty of. Is that correct? Okay, I see head nodding affirmatively. And attempted first-degree murder. Is that correct as well? Okay. Has the jury considered the charge of voluntary manslaughter?
Yes, sir.
Is there an agreement, or has the jury found the defendant not guilty of voluntary manslaughter?
There was no agreement.
No agreement? Is that the level of the offense at which there is disagreement?
Yes, sir.
Is that correct, ma'am? All right. Would the state like the jury polled as to the first four level of charges?
No, Your
Or as to the level on which there's a disagreement? I think since we don't have a verdict, there's no reason to poll the jury as to that level. You agree, Mr. Taylor? I'm going to ask each of you this question. You just tell me, would further deliberations be of any value?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Do you all believe that the jury is hopelessly deadlocked with respect to the charge of voluntary manslaughter? I see everybody nodding their head yes. The court will enter a verdict of not guilty as to the charge of first-degree murder. The court will enter the charge of not guilty as to attempted first-degree premeditated murder. The court will also enter a not guilty verdict with respect to second-degree murder. And the court will also enter a not guilty verdict with respect to attempted second-degree murder. The court believes that the jury is hopelessly deadlocked with respect to the next level of charge, that is voluntary manslaughter. Is there any reason that the court should not declare mistrial at this time, General?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Taylor?
No, Your Honor.
court will enter and declare mistrial with respect to the charge of voluntary manslaughter. I want to say something to you. The jury, having completed the work as required by law and by this court, is discharged and excused with the sincere gratitude of the court. Judge Parham and Mrs. McMahon have asked me to tell you that you are excused from further service in this term. You do not have to report in August. You've done more than a share. I understand the personal sacrifices that each of you have made to be here every day on time, and specifically the sacrifices over the 11 hours plus in 2 days that you have spent attempting to reach a decision in this case. I thank you for your work, for your time, for your dedication to this case, because that is dedication to our system. That's dedication to our jury system and our effort to provide a fair trial for anyone who's accused of a criminal offense. Don't be frustrated or discouraged because you weren't able to resolve the case fully. It happens. You did exactly what the court and the attorneys asked you to do and what the law requires you to do, and that is to consider a matter on which reasonable minds can obviously have differing opinions. Okay? You did exactly what we asked you to do. You're released from the previous restrictions of discussing the case or from viewing social media posts or the video of the trial. And I bet every one of you want to go home and rewatch that right now. You can talk with anyone that you please, but you're under no obligation to talk to anyone whatsoever. I think some of the media have provided you with their contact information rather than besieging you once you leave the courthouse. That is not to say that you may not be met with questions and cameras. It is your decision whether you want to talk to anybody about any aspect of this thing. If you watch any portions of the trial later on or start reading social media posts, you're going to find out that there was some information that the court, and when I say the court, I mean me, that I excluded from the trial of this case because I did not think that it passed the requirements of the rules of evidence. It was my call. I stand behind my decision on that because I thought that's what the law required me to do. But you'll be surprised when you do see that. It has been a distinct honor and a privilege to serve with you, each and every one of you, in this case. I'm proud of you, and I wish you the best. You're released. Officer Elam will help you get your electronics and any personal things you have there, and once you get those, you are free to leave. I think, have you already handed out excuses, or you have those? We got those to give you. Maybe.
She's going to give
yeah, Emily can. Yeah, okay. Can follow them in and hand out those. Thank you very much for your service. Once again, let's rise for the jury.
All rise.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, let's be seated. We're going to give them a few minutes to clear the second floor, give them a head start added at any rate. Is there anything you know of we need to do before we adjourn?
We need an appearance date.
Yes.
I agree, Judge. And that appearance date, we would like to serve notice now, we'll file a formal motion. But we would ask the court to consider reinstating the bond in light of this and the amount of time. And I understand that the state is going to
We would definitely be opposed to that bond.
I understand. You filed your motion, we'll take it up on the next appearance date. Let me see what I've got. I don't have my book. I have the morning of July 2.
Judge, I will be with you on another case. I'll
Okay.
be with you on another case.
Oh, that day?
Yes, sir.
Is it at 9 or at 1 that you have?
It's at 9 o'clock with you, Judge.
Yeah, why don't we set, does that work for the state as well?
That's for the appearance on.
Yes. Well, if he files a motion for a bond reduction,
Well, I need to know ahead of time if we're gonna have a hearing, because I will have a witness from Alabama who will have to be here.
Mr. Taylor, can you,
I'll file a motion tomorrow. I'll file a motion tomorrow.
let's be ready to hear it that day then. He's gonna file the motion.
To respond and have no witness here.
I think if he files tomorrow, I think that gives you sufficient time, do you think?
Yes, as long as I get it. Yes.
Okay. I hear you. Okay, July 2, 9 o'clock then.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything else we need to do?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Taylor?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we'll stand adjourned.
never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.